Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Dr. Nestle, your fashion show host. I have just had a wonderful conversation with our director, Marina Nani, and she just makes my heart sing. I am here with a broad smile. So here we are. This morning, I am actually going to start off with a quote. And your life is what you make of it. So here follows the quote. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. And that is Jim Carrey, Carrey, who said that. So, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. That is just so beautiful. You know, each and every moment presents you with an opportunity to express your authentic self, to be the stardust, as Marina said, the stardust that you are. So, the question I would like to ask you is what if life is not happening to you, but is instead happening for you? What if life is not happening to you, but instead happening for you? And I want you to contextualize this within our developments. As the Sovereign magazine is going to be out there very, very soon. And those of you who have actually come to our event and have shared your story in the Sovereign magazine, we're actually going to be featuring you. But we'll start off with just almost like your mission statement, a small amount about who you are. And then life will happen for you because you will have this wonderful opportunity to have a whole page to get your passion out there in the world. And I'm not going to say much more because Marina will be saying a lot more about the wide distribution network that she has. You know something? I feel that if you are not with us, you are going to be missing such a lot. So be the stardust that you are and really, really, really get active. Make the news. It's happening everywhere. Very soon, I just had the schedule that Marina sent. We're going to be in Scotland, we're going to be in Romania, we're going to be all over the place. So, you too have a story. And I remember Andalori said that she is actually going to have Make the News Bristol. I will be following up on her because she has a date. So, as many of you who can come to Bristol, and we'll come into your various countries. So, what if life is not happening to you, but instead happening for you? Good question. So, I'd like you to consider this. What if the events you consider obstacles are, in fact, perfect opportunities for you to learn and grow? As I say, hand delivered by the universe in response to your soul's request. So just pause for a moment to really let that sink in. What if the events that you consider as obstacles are the perfect opportunities for you to learn and grow, hand delivered by the universe in response to your soul's request? You know, Oftentimes we're not so clear about what is happening at a conscious level. But I tell you something, your soul is very conscious, and oftentimes your soul is knocking at the door, but you are not yet ready to hear. So, I'd like to ask you, what if a part of you really asks for every experience you have ever had in order to release what no longer serves you? In order for you to really step into your power and into what I call a very cool experience. You know, I like this quote that I see from Richard Branson actually, and he actually says that There is no greater thing you can do for your life and your work than to follow your passion in a way that serves the world and you. That is beautiful. There is no greater thing you can do with your life and your work that follow your passion in a way that serves the world and you. How beautiful. Come with us, stay with us, and really take this opportunity to dig deep and find out what your passion is and follow your bliss. Because when you follow your bliss, when you follow your passion, the universe opens up for you. You don't have to go and open it for the universe. You know, I've been speaking to Marina, and some of the things, when I look at the vision that she has and the dream that she has, and when we collaborate and cooperate, we can create a world that is so better for everyone. It's not just about you, it's not just about me. It never is. Life is about service. What are you here to be of service for? Who are you here to be in that service? So I love the way that Joseph Conrad put it. And he says, life has no meaning. Each of us has meaning and we bring it to life. It is a waste to be asking the question when you are the answer. You are the stardust. You are the answer. You are the dream. So open up your heart and open up your energy to be the stardust that you are. You know, it might be a little bit jarring at first to hear that such a respected philosopher is saying that life has no meaning. But I believe that at the core, this message is one of profound hope. Why? Well, if there is no absolute meaning to life, that means that you do not have to try and conform to what others say life is about if it does not resonate for you. You now have the permission to live your life. You have the permission to be who you are here to be and not to conform to cultural norms that does not necessarily resonate and serve you. You have the permission to live life on your own terms and to strive for success as you define it. Now, in my book, Joyful Living, the guide to purpose and passion, I have said success is about me living my purpose and you living yours. That's my definition of success. Each and every one of us have our own definition of success. What does success mean for you? Be clear on that. Be clear on your values. You know, it's interesting to see in the UK that we have just had a general election, and I tell you something, it has been quite a storm. But the important thing about it, you know, is to look at how the voters responded. Who were the people who were very or who are much more clear about their values. Whether they are going to live it or not is something else. But you know, be committed to your values because when you are authentic with your values, it will always shine through. So, if you have the permission to live life on your own and to be the person who you are here to be, how are you going to start living your life? How are you going to show up in the world in the way in which you are meant to show up? How will you partner with us to be the stardust that you are, so that our commitment for entrepreneurial success can support you to drive through all that you are here to accomplish. You know, at in May, when I spoke at Make the News London, and I spoke about STAR, and I said that, just think about the S. The S is about strategic positioning and more, but that's the key that I'd like you to think about: strategic positioning, targets. What are you aiming for? What are you heading for? What do you want to achieve? We can support you. And we are committed to supporting you to achieving all that you need to achieve. And the R, as I said, resources. We have tremendous resources as opened up by Marina and Darren. And together, all of us becoming even more resourceful. So the point is that your experience of meaning is not fixed. You get to choose what your experience is. You can choose to view life challenges from a perspective of victimhood, believing that life is out to get you, or you can choose to see each challenge as a blessing in disguise. Each challenge is here to support you to learn and grow. You can choose to believe that your life experiences come to you for a reason, even if that reason is beyond the comprehension, your own consciousness and your comprehension at this time. You can choose to believe that life will never give you more than you are able to handle, and that you most want, what you most want lies at the other side of fear. Because as I've shared with you before, that fear is false evidence appearing real. And in the depths of life, if you were to um, draw a squiggly up and down movement with your pen of all the times when you have been up and the times when you have been down, and if you were able to analyze it carefully and look deeply, you will always find that in the moments of being down, that there were wisdom that you have collected from that. There are learnings, there are growth that you have had from that. So, if you want, you can even start to welcome the unknown as a source of blessing beyond imagining, rather than a source of things to be feared. It is a wonderful moment when you realize that the unknown is at least likely to spring gifts on you as it is bringing you difficulties. So, coming back, all about mindset. Mindset. Reframe, change your perspective. It is time for you to begin to think about choice, control, and clarity. The three C's that every entrepreneur needs to think about, that every human being needs to think about. Life always presents us with choices. And of course, you have control over the path you take. And of course, the clarity that it brings. So, even though at times we can find ourselves on emotional roller coasters, it's important for you to remember your values and why those values are important to you. It is important that you are authentic, because when you are being authentic, Life gives you your own code, as I call it, your code. And in a part of my work, I focus on what I call the leader's code. And that has come out of many years of research around leadership and my own lived experience of what I understand authentic and powerful leadership to be. So, you can create a very beautiful stardust because you are an energy being and you are here to be that brilliance and that perfect reinvention from wherever you may be. Wherever you may be is absolutely okay. There is no judgment, but you can change, you can reinvent, and you can actually move forward. And as Peter Drucker says, the very best way to predict the future is for you to create it. Isn't that beautiful? The very best way for you to predict the future is to create it. So, create the ripples in the universe. Be the star that shines in the universe because you are a star. You are here. And the very fact that you are here, you are a star. And that's why Stardust is just so important. Create a vision of what the future is for you. And we will support you with that positioning because this is what Marina and Dari has completely dedicated themselves to being, to be the source along with the divine source to enable you and support you to be even more of what you are here to be, to step into that power. So, um, sharing conversation with Marina, she talks about the symbolism and the importance of our red carpet event. That, sometimes you think that, oh, it's only celebrities that walk on the red carpet. But the fact that you're alive, you are a celebrity. And Marina and Dari actually wants you to have that experience and to change the mindset. And if you begin to think about yourself as a celebrity that you are, how do you continue to add the value that you are here to add in the world? So it is time to reflect. You know me. I like to give you these questions, all these reflection times. It is time to reflect. Reflect deeply. Reflect on what you now feel is your place in the world, your position in the world through your passion. As I said before, when you are living your passion, life will flow, money will follow. The people who are supposed to reveal themselves to you will reveal themselves to you. Where you are supposed to be, you will be. So, mindset is everything. Whether you think you can or can't, you are right. And that was Henry Ford who said that. And you and I know that. So take positive action now. Join us wherever you are, whenever you're able to do so, wherever you may be, you can join us with making the news wherever you are. So if you're listening to me in another country and Make the News is not yet there, let me know because As part of Marina's team, we will be there to open up the news for you, making the news wherever you are. Blessings to you. I love you. Accept my unconditional love and support in all your power and radiant magnificence. Go and spread your wings and be the stardust that you are. I'm signing off now. Until next Monday. Goodbye.